Alright, what is up guys? JaretCampisi with the beautiful Christina K. Welcome back to the video. She's bringing us some drinks right now because it's time for us to sit down and have a talk with you all. As you saw by the title...
I'm pregnant. I'm kidding.
No, not yet.
What?
As you saw by the title and the thumbnail, we are moving out of California. We have officially purchased our first house. And as you saw by the thumbnail, it's quite the house. So first we should kind of talk about why we're moving out of California, and then we'll get into the house. I'll actually show you guys some photos and all that kind of stuff. So let's kick it off with why we're leaving California. Teens, you want to
Dun dun dun.
do you want to talk about that?
Well, I mean, one of the main and big reasons, number one, I would think, is taxes.
Yeah.
Taxes are freaking brutal out here. As everyone has been watching the news and with COVID and everything, California, I know 2 years ago people were like, why are you moving to California? You know,
Yeah,
there's all
everyone
these
was saying
problems. And when we lived here a couple of years ago, you know,
wasn't
4 or
as
5
bad.
years ago, it wasn't as bad.
No.
It was fine. And then moving back and just doing this as entrepreneurs and self-employed, you come to realize that crap, like.
So when we moved back and we got a CPA out here in California, and we sat down with him for the first time to meet, the first thing he said to us, he was like, based on your income and the fact that you're self-employed and living in California, you're gonna pay 60% or more of your income in taxes. And we were like,
my jaw dropped literally in front of me. I was like, wait. Say that again, what?
yeah, so here's the thing. Luckily we have write-offs and things like that. That helps everything. But here's the thing. I don't mind paying high taxes for a place that I love. I love California. I love the weather. I love the scenery. I love the people.
But what are the problems, Jaret?
So the thing is, when you're gonna pay high taxes, combined with high costs of living,
Like,
even those two by itself, I could still handle. I could still handle that. But then you start to add in housing costs, which is where we're at now. When we moved here originally, we were thinking we're just gonna rent. We don't care about owning a home or anything like that. But things have changed. We've gotten a little bit older. We're looking to kind of settle down. We kind of have content that we want to create, which is why we got the house that we did. And we just, when you add in all three of those factors here in California, it gets very, very difficult to...
You start to have to make compromises.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, for what we do, like, we need to have supercars and motorcycles and a nice house, and we need space, and we need to be able to be loud and things like that. It's just like, you can't... There are spots in California, but her family's in Santa Barbara, which is where we would want to be, and it's just, you can't do it here. It's just too much money. We would just be always struggling. We'd never get to the point where we could pay off our house and feel like we were set. And we just, we're starting to get older, and we need to start looking at the future. And with our jobs, it's not, it's stable, but things can change just like that, So being self-employed, it's something that, we have to think about. So that's kind of all the reasons why. And the lockdown last year, and pretty much still this year. Yeah,
homelessness is pretty crazy out here, and it's sad.
Well, the thing is when you're paying the amount of money that you're paying to live here in California, and then being locked down for almost 1.5 years now, it was almost just like, now you're paying all of this money and you can't even do anything.
We sat in our houses the entire time.
Yeah, and when you're stuck in your house, and your houses are small,
and this isn't really a house.
Yeah, it's a condo.
On top of people, next to people.
Yeah, it starts to be like, what is the point of being here? So, we've been wanting to get a house for a few years now. We've been looking here in Santa Barbara.
Even when we lived in Pennsylvania 2.5 years ago, guys, we were looking.
And we've been saving and planning. I looked in Santa Barbara, we looked in Pennsylvania, and then this house popped up in Pennsylvania.
It was like the stars aligned. We get one chance.
It was the first one that we saw where we were like, oh my God, this is the house.
It might be worth leaving California for.
Yeah, like this could be worth it. So let me show you guys some photos of the house and kind of explain where our head's at with this and why it's so exciting. All right, guys, so this is it. This is the one you just saw on the thumbnail. This is the house. So basically it's just under 12,000 square feet, just under 12 acres. So it's ridiculous. To get something like this, guys, in Santa Barbara, California, you're looking at $10-15 million. Yeah, like literally
20. I would think 20 plus with this kind of land, which you can't even find around here because everything's so congested.
Yeah, they don't even have look at this. So it's literally like, so the point of the reason why we want this much space is Christina pretty much films all of her content in the house. So this will be tons and tons of space for her to film her stuff, and then obviously around the house, and it has a pool, spa, It has a 6-car garage. There you can see 3 cars are attached, 3 are detached, which is awesome because I can actually turn this into my build series garage and like deck it all out and have it beautiful to film in there. Look at that. There's the backyard, which has a massive pool, a spa. You can't tell in the photos. When we went there in person for the inspection, that spa can fit like 20 people.
Yeah,
right?
It's pretty ridiculous.
It's absurd how ridiculous. There's a waterfall, fire that comes out of it and stuff. So that's the whole property. So this is the reason why it's so important to us, because we can be driving cars, starting stuff up, having people over, doing collab, at any time that we want. And that's what's really important for us.
I can drive my C8 and start up in the mornings without feeling like I'm annoying the neighbors, and I always feel bad, and that's why I don't drive it.
Yeah,
it's
she
sad.
literally barely drives her car. My car sits outside because hers is the only one that you can only fit 1 car in the garage.
We tried fitting my C8. My C8 has a very wide booty.
It's a big car. Both of them are wide.
And then we try to put Jaret's in there. They fit, but it's so scary to get into the car and get out. It's almost like you need to get out of the window, and you might scratch a car if you open the door. So it just wasn't worth it for us.
And fine, that's not the reason we're moving, but pulling in and out of the development and stuff,
little sacrifices.
Well, it's everything echoes in here, and so there's HOAs and stuff, so you're not even allowed to be.
There's a lot of rules.
You're not even allowed to be noisy between 10 p.m. at night and 10 a.m. Yeah, so I can't do anything here. There's a lot of restrictions.
Yeah.
And especially with California in general, with exhaust and emissions and all that, pretty much everything I do is like technically illegal, like in California. So it's just
going to be soon.
Or going to be soon.
Yeah.
And so like it's just getting to that point where it's like we just want to be able to be left alone. And like when we're filming like in our driveway, like we can't wash cars here. We can't people are watching us, and Christina can't be like in bikinis and stuff, so it's just like it's just hard to do what we want to do. So like having this much land where we can be outside at any time.
I can do launch control in my driveway, guys.
Like literally whatever we want to do, we can do it, and like that's the big thing. Like I want to be able to create content that is 100% unique on YouTube. If I want to push my bikes around back to the pool and we sit by the pool and wrench on the bikes for an episode, or maybe I push it downstairs. It's a walkout basement. You can push it down in there, and I can film in the wintertime if it's crazy. But like look at that. And there's nothing around. It's all like farms and shit. Yeah, I mean you can see the house is just, it's absolutely insane, and like it's a kind of a once in a lifetime opportunity. It was built in like 2016. It's like pretty much brand new. It's absolutely insane. If you see the inside, it's like completely custom, like hardwood throughout. Like it's ridiculous. So yeah, it's a dream home, and it's a big risk for us. We've the risks that we've taken have started out from my first build series when I bought the 959. I think it was like 12 grand at the time. I had to finance it. I didn't have any money.
No, the first risk that we ever took.
That's true.
Was when we first started dating, and he wanted to pursue YouTube, and he's like, I need to get really good quality content. I need to purchase this camera.
Oh, yeah.
And the camera was $1,000, and at the time we didn't even have that in our bank account. So putting $1,000 on a credit card was terrifying.
Yeah.
And we tossed and turned for 2-3 weeks, and we finally went to Best Buy and purchased it, thinking like it's not gonna work out. And that I think was the first ever huge risk. A $1,000 camera, and we still have it to this day. We still use it every day.
Yeah, we do.
So I think that was a huge risk.
And then obviously we quit our jobs. We moved across the country, moved in with my mom, to save money and
they
like
say
try
if you want
YouTube
to
full time.
Progress forward, you gotta take risks. And we've been busting our butts, and we've been waiting to buy a house, and we've been looking and looking and looking, and the fact that this was sent by Jaret's dad to Jaret saying,
so
hey,
randomly.
Look what you can get out here for this amount of money that you can't get anywhere else in California. And we saw it, and we're like, oh my god, like, is this like the timing, the stars are aligning? And so it's been since December, guys.
We've been kind of going through the process
behind the scenes. But it's not official yet. It's not. It's close, but it's not. And we ran into a lot of issues.
So we had a deal, an offer that was accepted. We're in underwriting. Everything was approved through the banks. Basically, the last thing that could keep it from happening would be if the appraisal comes back low, and we had to go out of pocket because we just couldn't anymore than what we're already doing for the down payment and stuff. So that's why we've been waiting to tell you guys, because I didn't want to tell you we're moving, we bought a house, and then it doesn't happen, you know? Like, I don't like to
So what does
clickbait
it mean
and stuff.
if we do end up moving there? What's going to happen in your build series?
So the good thing, so yeah, so if we move, obviously it sucks we're leaving California. We just have a great relationship with the shop here. We like everybody. But the good news is, Dado would be able to come back and be in my build series again.
And your dad.
My dad, my whole family, all my friends and everything. So, you know, between my house and Dado's house, we would be able to have awesome places to wrench on bikes. And I mean, I can park bikes like in the kitchen in our house. Like, it's like as art pieces. There's so much space in the house.
Talk about that.
Yeah, I know, but it's like the house has like a bar like off the, like, look at this. There's a bar off the freaking kitchen, you know. So here's the kitchen. Look at that, just beautiful kitchen. I want to show you guys, where is it? Yeah, there's the living room and everything. It's just so ridiculously nice office. There's our master. It's on the first floor, which is really nice. But hold on, let me see here. Yeah, there's our shower. You can put like 15 people in those. Guest bedrooms they're basically like all masters, which is awesome. We could have YouTubers come and visit. Here's the basement. This is cool because it's a walkout basement. So in the wintertime, if we don't want to be out in the garage and it's cold or something, we could push bikes in here and wrench on them while we're like watching TV and drinking and playing ping pong or do whatever we want to do. This is really cool. That's a freaking movie theater. Like, what goes on? It has a gym in the basement. Yeah, this is the part that Christina is really excited about. Having a pool with a waterfall and a spa and everything. Like I said, we could push bikes out here and wrench on them and just have like really unique content that nobody has. So this is what we've envisioned from the beginning, doing this stuff on YouTube. This is what my goal has always been, to have a beautiful estate, a compound, like a YouTuber house, where we share everything with you guys. We take you through the whole process of purchasing the home, completely kitting it out with furniture, getting a build space for the bikes, and being able to film like completely unique content. So that's what we're trying to do. It's a huge risk. Like, I've had a lot of sleepless nights over spending this much money.
Since December, a lot.
Yeah, like a lot. And leaving California sucks. I think what our goal will be in the future is to hopefully get a condo or something out here. Her whole family is in Santa Barbara. Well, most of her family. And then my family's obviously on the East Coast. So this could be our compound, our main residence. And then maybe we could get a condo or a small house out here in the future so that we could go back and forth. Maybe winters we spend out here in Santa Barbara. And then spring, summer, falls we do in Pennsylvania. So that's kind of what's going on. That's the huge news that's been, you know, we've been keeping from you guys.
Yeah, every time we said big things coming,
yeah, like
this was it.
Big things. The biggest thing, I think, in both of our lives.
It's gonna be the biggest sacrifice that we probably ever make right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Obviously, with the weather in Pennsylvania, it's gonna make it a little bit harder for me and what I do, but since I wanna also get into some car stuff, that could help sustain us during the shittier times when it's windy or cold or raining or whatever. I could do like more car stuff.
From this condo, which is one of the best places you could rent for the price in Santa Barbara. Like, this is top quality condo. To go to that is just like, you can't pass it.
It doesn't even feel real. Like, when we were there for the inspection and like walking through it, I was just like, how is this even a possibility? Like,
yeah, it was.
It's
like
crazy.
I said, stars aligned.
Yeah.
So thanks to Mark for sending that to Jaret.
My dad randomly sent it to me like half a year ago.
I
was like, we can't afford that.
And we're not going to move to Pennsylvania. Like, what the heck? And then
lockdown happened, and we were like, why are we here? Why are we in California?
For a year, and we're like, why are we paying all this to sit inside? And then it just got to a point
where,
the craziest part? We get older, it's something we need to do. So.
Here's the craziest part. Moving out of California, the taxes that we'll save will literally pay the yearly mortgage on that house. Yeah. That's how crazy the taxes are in California. Let that set in for a second.
Yeah. Which a lot of people know. That's why a lot of people don't live in California. Because like, oh, California is so expensive. But some people like that. Some people would rather live in a small place and just
who are outdoorsy.
Be outside 24/7.
They don't care about owning things.
But for what we do, if we didn't do YouTube, if we didn't do social media, then we'd stay in California and we'd get a small condo and just live there forever.
I could live here. I'm fine.
I'm fine with this. But for especially what I do, I film all my content inside, and it's tiring to see the same white walls in every room, and it's just we've exhausted all options in this place.
We don't feel like there's any room left to grow here. That's
gonna be like
that's the main
stagnant
thing.
and then probably downhill.
So although Pennsylvania isn't our first choice of place to live, I think that
dream house, but not in our dream state.
Yeah,
we'll say it that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But you know, having my family there, Dotto, all that, I'm very, very excited for.
And they're very excited. So
yeah, so
everyone kept saying, "Bring Dotto back."
Yeah,
we're trying.
There you go.
We really
Yeah, we're trying. So yeah, that's the big news. That's everything that's going on. I hope you guys are freaking excited because this is a big risk and a big sacrifice for us leaving California, a place that we really live.
Oh, cheers, guys.
Cheers to you guys for you know,
supporting us.
None of this would be possible without everybody who watches our content, comments, supports us on Patreon, you know, everything like that. So yeah, just a massive thank you guys. We're gonna take you along with this journey. We're excited.
Get ready, more things coming.
Yeah, so as of right now, the closing date is in early May, and we'll keep you posted on that. But once we find out about the appraisal,
so everyone, fingers crossed that everything goes well.
Fingers crossed. So we'll keep you guys posted. I'm going to be shopping for a new bike soon, which is also stressful because I don't know who's going to be working on it. Am I staying here? Am I going there? When is it going to happen? I'm going to have to ship it's a lot. It's a lot, guys.
Did you announce when your giveaway is now?
So the giveaway's changing. Now it's going to be April 10th, Saturday from 1 to 4 p.m. I'll be sharing that all over social media and stuff like that. So
if you heard a March date, it's not a March.
No.
It's in April now. Just because of everything going on. And it's better for the shop anyway to push it.
Yeah.
And it gives Jared and the patrons enough time to shop for a new bike and figure out what's going on. So
we wanted to kind of wait for what bike I'm going to buy till I know exactly where we're going to be, because it's going to drastically influence that. I don't want to throw some crazy build right at Dotto like right away. Because
work him to the ground.
It takes a lot of time and effort. We want to kind of ease into it. So maybe we'll start off with like a mini build, and then, because obviously April we're going to be moving out of this place. May we're going to be moving into our new place. So not until like June that we're going to start to be like, okay, now we're back into the swing of things. So yeah, that's what's going on. Crazy.
Surprise!
Craziness. So yeah, let us know if you think we're making the right decision in the comment section below. Let us know what you think of the house. Let us know if you're excited for the content we're going to be able to make there, for Dotto coming back, for my dad, for the content Christina's going to be able to make.
I'll probably end up getting my own bike too.
Yeah, I think so too.
Can't do it here, but
there's a lot more back roads in PA. Like I ride a lot more there with my dad and Dotto.
If I bought a bike here, I'd be so scared to start it up. Like none of his bikes are here.
Yeah,
they're
I keep them all at the shop because of that.
Because when he starts it up, he has to roll it down the hill.
Yeah.
And start it up.
Literally, yeah, we got like complaints.
Anyway, so the list goes on and on to live here.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what's going on. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let us know what you think about all this craziness in the comment section below, and thank you all for your continued support. We couldn't do any of this without you guys. So yeah, that's gonna do it. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Pray for us that we get the house, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Hey Dizzy, are you excited for the new house? Yeah? Are you excited? Nothing, huh? Nothing. You're really going after that paw, huh? Are you excited? Are you excited? It's like, leave me alone.
The baby boy. Look at the baby boy.